the approach that people will choose is the approach that suits them. So for me, social circle game was always less appealing than a lot of other things because I'm a natural introvert, right? So I don't like having social obligations. It would annoy me if, because I'm in a social circle, I have to go attend some party on a night I want to stay home. Mm-hmm. It would really upset me, but it would I would not like it. I would not enjoy it. Or it would really annoy me if there's somebody who's a friend of a friend who's important in the social circle who I have to pretend like I like, who I fucking don't like. Right. I'm not the type of person that enjoys that, right? Mm-hmm. So for those kind of reasons, cold approach always appealed to me because I can live my life any way I want and then snap my fingers and go get a girl and then go back to living my life exactly how I want without anything else with it, right? So for me, not only is cold approach a great basis to have before learning those other things, but it's also just far superior to those other things in my mind, right? And also getting to the level I'm at in cold approach, I still sleep with as many super, super hot girls as the social circle guys, but I just sleep with a lot of other girls that are almost as hot also on top of it throughout the year, right?
Social circle guys, what does that mean?
A guy who is a club promoter and knows is in the industry and knows all these hot girls for that reason, or a guy who's a photographer who just photos models and hooks up with them occasionally, or guys that have some kind of a gimmick or a shtick or something in their life that gets girls around them. Does that make sense?
Well, yeah.
Right. So that could be being friends with the right people. It can be being in the right circles. It can be throwing parties, different things. It can be being in a fraternity. That's a version of social circle game for sure. Things like that. So I never liked the obligations it came with, and so for me, it quite frankly didn't and doesn't really appeal to me as much, right? But what I've seen is a lot of guys who do social circle game before learning cold approach game, they become really good at making female friends and being friend zoned by them, and then never making a move, and it's really kind of sad in a way. If their goal was to get girls, if their goal was just to have guy friends and have female friends, they achieve that, right? But also if you learn to create a social circle without learning to be alpha, you'll usually just get the girls in the social circle that the alphas don't want, right? Because why would they go for you instead of the alpha in the social circle? You also have to be very careful that the social circle you build is actually your social circle, not just you as a passenger in it, because that doesn't necessarily help as well, right? So there's a lot of right and wrong ways. What I would suggest for most guys would be learn and grow both, but the best way to grow a social circle probably is through cold approach anyway. Is to be meeting a lot of people, guys, girls, everyone, and then just keep your contacts, keep them organized, and invite them to things. And say yes to invitations you get. And just let that build naturally for you. And what will happen is you'll gravitate towards certain people that you like, and when you go attend their events, you like it, and they like having you there, and poof, you have a social circle, or at least part of a social circle. And then when you're doing certain activities, there'll be people that you've met that gravitate towards those, and that becomes part of your social circle. And then when you meet people through cold approach, you invite them to these events that you're doing social circle things at, and people are saying nicer things about you, people know you a bit, and it makes it easier to convert your dates, and it all just kind of fills in together. Being a pure cold approach guy with no social circle is totally viable for getting girls, but having a social circle and having friends is a lot more fun in some ways, and certainly girls do respond to that. Being a pure social circle guy with no cold approach skills, you're probably friend zone a lot of girls and not sleep with them. And also, even if you do get girls, you're going to be limited to one girl in your social circle, because there's no way you're going to be able to get multiple girls, or there'll be blowback if that relationship ends and stuff like that. So I wouldn't want to be a social circle guy with no pickup skill personally. But definitely don't go out of your way not to be in a social circle. That would be stupid also.